Check.
I hear JB really good. I don't know about you.
But you don't hear me? How about
now I do.
You got marshmallows in your mouth?
Check. You hear
It's
me?
like you were
Can you
whispering.
hear me now?
Yeah, now I can, finally. I don't know why you were friggin' whispering.
Can you hear me now?
Those were funny commercials back in the day.
For the cell phones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Reception.
Yeah. It's still like that to this day.
Yeah.
Never heard them.
Of course.
Different generations.
Low energy start.
So what's going on today?
I don't have much.
What do we have?
Scotty's Corner Diner.
Yeah,
Breakfast.
I've got a couple things that we didn't get to last week because of our guest Hazer.
Good. Jasper.
You're
Jasper.
I don't know. I think you're changing the vibe a bit because you didn't order your regular Western sandwich.
That's true. I didn't today.
I don't know what's going on there, but
I don't know either.
Last week I was here with my family and I had the regular breakfast. So
and you liked it.
I liked it, but I'll probably go back next time we come back. I'll go back to the Western.
Back to the Western.
It was good.
Did your wife buy your breakfast?
Did she buy it?
Yeah.
She did buy.
Nice.
Because I forgot my wallet.
Of course.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get started?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please.
Good morning, boys.
Duff. JB.
DDT, Duff.
DDT.
JB, DDT.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. That's...
Maybe
Somebody's going to
energy.
tune out right away.
We should have called it a day before we
yeah,
started.
it's like click.
Well, I
Just
was
had-
thinking
It's going to be a great
we
cast.
could offer up an early Christmas present.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Just make it like a 4-minute podcast.
Yeah.
Or 30-minute podcast.
4 minutes.
Yeah, 34.
Yeah.
20-minute workout.
34.
Add them together.
Yeah.
Definitely not an
Injurious-
hour and 5 like last week.
Injurious waste of time.
Yeah, just kind of condense it.
I guess I'll apologize then
Yeah.
off the top here. And we should say we are coming to you from Scotty's Corner Diner
Is that what you're apologizing
in
for?
Bell's Corners. Yeah, I'm apologizing to them
Okay.
for taking up space here, and also the good listener for tuning into this podcast since we had such a great start to it.
Cool.
Yeah. So what's on the agenda?
What'd you guys think of the big storm? The Snowmageddon that we were supposed to get, which actually turned out to be
You know what?
absolutely beautiful for
Yeah.
Christmas.
And it actually turned out. Did you guys notice how many times in our location of the world they will call for some giant snowstorm and we get like 3 centimeters?
But did we get as much as they were predicting, though?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, for sure.
It was just melting off maybe a lot as well, right?
Well, no, we exceeded it because correct me if I'm wrong, but the prognosticators were calling for 15 to 25
I will
centimeters.
correct you.
I had heard up to
forever.
30.
Well, let me finish. I only heard 15 to 25, and on my back deck we got 32 centimeters.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because my railing, I mean, it could have been influenced by wind or whatever, but fresh snow from this storm,
Did you
32
call
centimeters.
into the Environment Canada
No,
the hotline and tell them?
no.
Duff-
Many people were recording the same
Duff's
thing.
prediction, 32 centimeters, or not
That's
even.
not a prediction.
Not even
Duff's
prediction.
measurement.
Yes, measurement.
Yeah.
32
So I think we got a foot of
centimeters.
snow.
How many millimeters is that?
Times it by 10 DDT.
Okay.
It was beautiful, though.
Yeah.
So gorgeous.
The trees were bent
What's that in
over.
inches?
Times it by 2.54.
I guess you're talking to a science teacher, man. He knows this off the top of his head.
Divide
know.
it by 2.54.
Oh, I was going to say.
Well, you still knew, right? I always have to Google that stuff.
Yeah. I don't know that.
Why the obsession with numbers today, DDT?
He's just putting you on the
just,
spot. He's
yeah.
trying to be a smart aleck.
Yeah. Smart ass.
Never works.
No, not with you. My math is horrendous.
But yeah, JB, great storm. It did a number on the old skating pond loop, I think, but loving it for skiing and fat biking and all that.
It was just like, so for the past week, my kids have been like, oh, it doesn't feel like Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, the Christmas lights are out, but whatever.
Well,
kind
they
of
live
thing,
with
right?
the Scrooge, so
do.
What do you expect?
I put the Christmas lights up, but it's still bah humbug. No. But I mean, it was just gorgeous. Even
Can I
now
do this?
today.
A lot of no's.
Yeah,
probably.
lots of no's.
Lots of no's.
No.
That's what you're supposed to do with kids, right? Say no to
Study.
everything.
No.
That
So
way, when
was-
you say yes, it's like, oh gosh,
Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
exciting.
Then they're
Exactly.
happy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Manipulation of kids.
Yeah, exactly.
That's parenting.
Reverse psychology. yeah.
Exactly. How do you manipulate your kids into
Well, they
being
should be
happy?
happy now because it sure looks like Christmas now, doesn't it?
It does.
It is absolutely
So-
breathtaking.
Especially with my sweater on, which you guys did
yes.
not wear. We were supposed to wear our Christmas
Oh,
sweaters
I don't
today.
have one.
Everybody's
Were we
got a
supposed to?
Christmas
I don't have
sweater.
one either.
Yeah.
What?
No.
For nothing at all?
No.
Should we? Are you going to get a picture of that to put up on the?
I think I will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's hard to describe. It's got a
can-
reindeer
can you
with
got-
bells.
you-
Can
you-
we hear it? Can you jingle it? Oh yeah.
There you go. Give us a smile. And we got the "'Tis the Season" sign behind you.
That's
Oh,
perfect.
perfect.
Let's get the two of you there. All right. Yeah. So we're
That's
taking
great.
pictures during the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
So
I never saw the "'Tis the Season."
Yeah. In the corner, they have a nice Santa Claus plus the Grinch.
yeah. So I'll send that off to you.
Yeah.
So speaking of the weather.
Well, I just wanted. I
okay,
just
go
had a
ahead.
little story about that too. Then
About what?
the big snowfall.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was a bit heavy snow, right?
It was.
Yeah, and it was a bit wet.
And all your kids shoveled the laneways for
They
you.
did not. But what they did do was that, of course, they canceled the school buses.
The old trampling down of the snow.
Yeah, so they canceled the school buses on Friday.
Yeah.
Snow day.
I mean, and back in our day, I never did that, eh?
I don't remember too
Yeah,
many.
I don't remember that at all.
You were
But
going
anyway,
to school uphill both ways in the
in
snow,
the
no
snow,
matter what.
Exactly. But so anyway, my friend, my son had his buddies over, and they all went outside at one point.
Gracias, señorita.
Yeah, she can't talk.
Yeah, Brianna can't talk today. She's
Brianna
lost her voice.
Yeah.
Laryngitis, we
Yeah.
think.
She's still glowing as usual, but
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Oh, some words.
Yeah, some barely audible words. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So his buddies came over, and they went outside.
Yeah.
And they ran around the front driveway.
It's pretty cool they went outside.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to give him kudos for that.
Yeah.
My son did the same thing, actually. He had a buddy over Friday, and they
Yeah.
just went and rolled around the snow
Wow.
and stuff. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun.
but
Fun.
they packed all the snow down on my driveway,
Nice.
so it was nice and hard when I was trying to get I got the snowblower out to blow it all off, and it was
Yeah, we can talk-
and it was it was painful going through the.
Should have just left it like they do in northern Quebec.
So
They
I
don't plow.
specifically
Just pack it in.
I've trained my
I
son
should pack it in.
to not
Pack it in.
not go in the driveway or play around in the snowbanks close to the driveway to
Till
mess
you're
up.
done.
Yeah, I'm a bit OCD with my shoveling. So
Yeah, I think that's a good point because I was on my way home and I texted and I said, "Geez, I don't know if I should wait till all the snow finishes to get out the snowblower or do it when I get home." And JB was like, "I'm going out in a minute to do my fifth."
on my
shovel."
third at that point.
Was it
But
third? I
I've
thought it was
shoveled,
like-
I've shoveled 5 times
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I have a snowblower, but I just find it's a lot of work to take it out, and then you have to kind of shovel around it anyways to kind of get the lanes back out and everything. So my
So you shoveled your laneway this time?
oh yeah, always do.
Oh, you don't even need
You know
a
how big
snowblower
his
then.
laneway is?
my
Yeah. But
so
I mean,
you
if
can-
you didn't
can-
use a snowblower on that storm, you're never going to use it. That
You
was
can fit-
probably the biggest storm of the year.
But I attack it piece by piece, right? So I can fit 6 cars in my driveway plus my rink in the backyard, which is 60 feet by 22 feet.
Nobody ever says you have a small environmental footprint. That's for sure.
No. So
He can fit 6 cars and he has 3.
So I shovel every 5 centimeters or so. I go outside and I shovel again,
Yeah.
and then it's manageable.
Yeah.
And it's good exercise. I actually enjoy shoveling.
Don't like that
I don't mind
snowblowing on Friday was good exercise.
I don't know about
Trying
that.
to get it through the packed down snow. Oh, I came in. I was sweating like a banshee.
On your
Smelling-
snowblower, is there a motor that actually turns the wheels, or do you still have to push it?
No. There's a motor that turns the wheels.
Yeah.
Well, what exercise is there then? Just
Well, he
squeezing
had,
it?
he had to put his coat on,
Oh, okay,
no,
yeah.
no,
and
no.
he broke a
You're
sweat.
still pushing
And
it.
squeezing the throttle.
You're still pushing it.
But the wheels turn it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If it's packed down like that, the only time that you don't really have to do that much work is when it's light fluffy snow.
If it's wet snow, you're pushing with your snowblower to try to get through
and then
it.
the plow came by, right? And put it all at the end of the
And
driveway.
it was
and
wet
it was
at
wet
the
and
end.
packed, and it was
Sounds like you need a new snowblower.
The snowblower at the end of the driveway would just kind of ramp up. It would go. It would hit this bank and kind of go up.
Wouldn't cut through it.
No, because it was too
Well,
wet.
that's what That's why
So
I
you
like
still
doing
have-
it as I go. And
Duff's Vintage needs
it's
to
a lot
find you a
easier.
snowblower.
Well, I have a snowblower. It's a vintage one actually. You could sell it.
A better vintage one.
Yeah. It's actually not a bad snowblower, but the muffler's coming off. You need to get a new muffler.
So yesterday, my son and I decided to go skiing in Tremblant.
Nice.
Seeing that with the
the big storm.
beautiful snow that we got, the tree
Yeah.
coverage, we're just picturing in our heads, like just the beautiful mountain. You're going up the chairlift and the snow-covered trees and everything.
often there's even more snow up there than here.
Absolutely.
That's what you're thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So we jumped in the car at 6 a.m. yesterday and drove out to Tremblant.
Yeah.
Got there, opened up, but so the driving there was terrible. The roads were terrible, snowing all the time. The roads hadn't been cleared whatsoever. Get to about 5 kilometers from Tremblant, and they hadn't gotten any snow yet.
You raced through the storm.
No snow on the trees, no nothing. So the snow actually started when we got there. So it was beautiful anyways. We had a fantastic day. Great skiing with my son and stuff.
It was worth the money.
It was a lot of money. I find, again, cost of living everywhere has gone up.
Jeez.
And,
Cost of skiing has gone up too.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Skiing was always expensive.
Yeah.
And even more so, I guess. After,
Well, yes and
trying
no.
to make their money back.
Like, I used to never hesitate to take a day and go skiing because I'd only ski 5 days a year, let's say.
Yeah.
But with JB updating the price of Tremblant for the day, I'm hesitating to think if it would have to be the perfect day for me to go up there and spend that kind of dough.
$129 plus tax, right? Like,
plus gas, plus food.
Yeah.
Like, that's a
Well,
$200 day.
So I packed a lunch.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, my son said, maybe we can have a poutine or something. And I'm like, I went last year with my daughter.
Yeah.
And the two of us had poutine and a hot dog and a drink, and it was like $50 for lunch.
Ouch.
So I'm like, I'm buying my ticket, and we're packing sandwiches, and we're gonna eat, and it was fine, right? Like it's not the end of the world.
No.
But it was a great day.
Hit us with the cost of Disney. Can we say
Well,
Disney?
hang on. What kind of sandwich did you make?
Fried egg sandwiches.
Really?
Oh.
Does that matter?
Yeah,
Well, I'm curious what he had for lunch.
my son loves fried egg sandwiches.
Fried egg
He's not a
sandwiches.
fan of tomatoes, so I put cucumbers in there instead.
Oh, God.
But
I can't eat cucumbers.
I have, we're big fans of that at home, and then so tomatoes. I put tomatoes in mine.
Ever
But
try
yeah,
a bacon and tomato sandwich?
Yeah.
Well,
that's big.
I didn't put
Come on,
bacon
yes.
in yesterday, but that's that's what we had.
those
Now,
are
did
so
you
good.
have some nice kettle chips to go with it? Did you pack any chips?
I did.
There
Miss
you go.
Vicky's.
Miss Vicky's. I called it.
Salt and vinegar.
Oh, God. You got me
Really?
there. You got me there.
You ate some chips?
I had chips.
It
Why
goes
wouldn't I
with
have
a sandwich.
chips?
Chips in a
Jeez.
sandwich, man.
Miss Vicky's are like
Miss
the
Vicks.
salt and vinegar.
Love 'em. They're one of my
my
favorite
Oh
chips.
my gosh. I can plow
Yeah.
through a bag.
Yeah. Now, did you have
They're
it
so
How
on?
many
good.
hours did you have to work out on the bike?
Oh no, you know what? It
Well, you
just
skied all day, dude.
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
Did,
So,
did you have rye bread up for those egg sandwiches?
No, we had multigrain bread.
Okay.
Did you have the sprouted wheat?
It is sprouted whole grain. It's called 20 grain train from gosh, I forget, Red Mills or something
Okay,
like that.
okay.
Right.
We
Now
buy it at Costco.
Okay, now I'm also
you say that?
picturing a nice big Honey Crisp apple and a Costco nut bar for dessert.
So I had
That would have been epic.
I had a baggie with salted nuts.
Okay.
Like I actually buy like salted
I
almonds
love
and
the
stuff like
salted
that
nuts.
from Costco.
Yeah,
That's what she
and
said.
then a banana and a couple
oil
apples.
nuts was what she said.
A banana, a couple apples.
Yeah.
And I actually brought along some cut up peppers
Good lunch.
and
Good lunch.
and blackberries.
Okay, I'm in.
It was really nice.
So
Actually,
when we do our little ski day, you're in charge of lunch.
well, so when we went to
Yeah.
just loop back to, I think it was earlier this summer maybe.
Yeah.
When we went to our property,
Oh,
You packed the lunch, I believe.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Bring a few treats.
You brought
yeah.
buns and
Yeah, yeah,
cold
yeah.
cuts and stuff,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
made sandwiches.
Yeah, and I very rarely eat cold cuts. But I think it was probably like a roasted turkey or something.
I attempt to avoid
I don't like cold cuts. Yeah,
like
no, I
the
don't
plague.
like the phosphates.
Oh,
no,
it's
no.
just terrible for you.
But if it's a nice roasted turkey,
No, they have all natural these days. You can get all natural.
no, not if it's in a
Yeah.
package. No,
No.
I
Yeah.
gotta see them shaving it, and if it's
Look
roasted,
at the ingredients.
Well, exactly.
No, but on the natural ones, there's no.
You know what? Though I couldn't
phosphates
tell you
or-
the last time I had a sandwich.
You know, when you're looking at a cold cut,
Yeah.
and you go, "What's the ingredients?" There should be an ingredient.
Yeah, one
Right?
should be the thing you're eating.
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, and in the natural ones, that's it.
Like if I look at an apple,
it's not.
like
Yeah.
the ingredient list on an apple,
Yeah.
it's apple.
Yeah.
What do they spray it with?
Well, that's why you wash it.
Organic apple.
You know
Yeah.
what? I've been eating these grapes recently. They're
Are they-
called Scarlata.
Are they grape?
They're grapes.
Scarlato
Have you
grapes.
guys heard of those?
Are they from Scarlato region?
I don't know where they're from. I
Probably.
should look at the thing.
Are they
made
red,
in China?
red
maybe.
grapes?
Yeah, they are red grapes. And
She's okay.
she's all right.
okay.
Yeah,
Everything's
she's
under
all right.
control.
Yeah, we're okay.
We dropped a glass. It's
Yeah.
good. Plastic though,
Oh,
thankfully.
see that
Yeah.
hit from Ovi? He
Yeah,
put that
right in
leaf
the-
right in the bench.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love that. Love when that happens.
So I.
Sorry, Scarlata grapes. They're these big, round, juicy grapes.
What do they cost?
They're like $7.
$7 a pound.
Well, I don't
they're
know. They're
the big
packaged.
ones, though,
yeah,
right?
they're
Yeah.
fantastic.
I
I like the
pay
smaller
that kind
ones.
of money.
Fantastic.
I eat my fruit by the season, and I don't see a lot of grapes on the vine out there today.
Well, no.
Okay.
Does anybody grow? Yeah, they probably Niagara region grows grapes.
Ice
eh?
wine. Yeah, they do, but I mean, the
But it's
harvest would
not
be
a
in the
season.
fall.
Yeah, but places like California and stuff still grow them.
Yeah, but
At
I
this
mean,
time of the year.
I get your point. It's like buy local, buy fresh, right? Like, so
Yeah.
what's in season right now? Like,
Yeah.
not a lot of fruit.
Oh, they're fantastic grapes, though.
But your apples store well. Like I love good Ontario apples year
Yeah.
round. 'cause
What's your
they
favorite
store well.
apple?
Those friggin' Honey Crisps that
Yeah.
I've discovered recently.
Oh my gosh.
We found some Honey Crisps. Maybe it was the damn C store. I
Are
don't
they
know.
the nice big ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were like $2 an apple or
Yeah,
something.
but they're giant. And
Oh.
it's like eating candy.
And they were like thirst quenching.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah. I mean,
The
I grew
Gala,
up.
Gala
Yeah.
and Honeycrisp.
Gala,
we both
Honeycrisp.
grew up on Macintosh.
I was gonna say Macintosh and Spartans were usually my go-tos.
But once you've had those
friggin'
kinds,
Honeycrisp?
a Honeycrisp or a Gala, you can barely
No.
go back.
No.
As you can tell, I'm enthralled by this conversation.
Yeah, can we talk about the meat and the
Yeah.
fat?
Yeah. We talk about pasta.
Yeah, we're all
I
excited about.
apologize once again to the good listener.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well, in the
I
last
could
10
switch
minutes-
gears for us pretty quickly.
Anyway, so just to close off the
Yeah,
loop
yeah.
on the snow. So
Yeah.
last night we're coming back from Tremblant.
Tremblant.
My son had a hockey game last night, so we couldn't
what game?
a hockey game. We couldn't
I
come
heard
back
something
too
different
late.
too.
Me too.
So as we're crossing over
back to Canada.
back to Ontario,
Yeah.
we're crossing the bridge by downtown,
Right.
And all the Christmas lights on all the trees downtown with the snow covered
Yeah.
trees.
Nice.
Beauty.
Breathtaking, just
Nice.
so beautiful,
Yeah.
right? So it is that time of year, and it finally feels like it, which is
It
which
does,
is
it does.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So I want to segue to a weird segue, but Ovi, because you mentioned Ovi,
The big hit.
Ovechkin
Yeah, we
checking.
just saw it. Yeah, yeah.
So he just got, I think, his 800th goal this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
And if you have the NHL app on your phone
I do.
or maybe the website,
I have
they
it.
actually
I do not.
have a 15-minute clip of every single of
Oh,
800, every
no
single
way.
Ovechkin goal.
Really?
It's awesome.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'll look that up.
It's actually worth
I wonder
looking
how
up.
long that took to edit.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
Jeez.
So all
Being an editor, I would-
every single one of Ovi's 500 goals.
As we're
and
all
it's
scanning.
like a
Full-time job in itself.
like a 1 second clip kind
Yeah.
of thing. But
Yeah.
if the Podbeanskis have it, it's actually worth looking it up.
Now I see that they don't have the World Cup final on.
See?
Oh yeah. Watch
It's
all-
on NHL.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I see they don't have the World Cup final on here. Maybe we should ask them.
The TV behind you is usually on, and it was actually showing the
Okay,
World
it's
Cup
on
stuff.
YouTube as
Yeah.
well. I got
Yeah.
it.
It's pretty entertaining, actually.
Yeah.
From back in the days, you see like all the jerseys as they're
I do
evolving
like
as
that.
well.
Yeah. I do like how he plays with such fire, that guy.
Oh my gosh, he just brings so much
Like
passion.
for a Russian player too, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for him.
I have
for
a
sure.
lot of respect for.
They beat the
on
Leafs
ice,
yesterday.
on the
eh?
ice.
They beat the Leafs
And he beat the
yesterday.
Leafs. Fantastic.
5-2 yesterday.
Yeah.
But he didn't score. He's trying to tie. Is it Gordie Howe that has 801 goals?
I don't know, but
Somebody has
801.
801. No, he tied it. He tied somebody with 800, number 800, and they were waiting for his 801st goal because that would move him up in the ladder again.
They were comparing him and Crosby. Crosby has like a crap load of assists, but he has like 126 less goals, I think.
Oh, really?
But as far as points over the years, they've been kind of really, really close.
Yeah.
Very different players,
Different
obviously.
players.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure. Yeah.
but Ovechkin, he's physical. He's
Well, they'll always be compared
He's a
because they
beast.
came into the league together, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Same time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So back to consumables
Yes.
and eating. You guys ever heard of a place called Mr. Puffs?
Yes,
No kidding.
I have not been, but I have.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
heard about
I've
it.
not heard
and
about
every
that.
single person that I have talked to absolutely raves about it.
Okay. So
Did you go to Lansdowne?
DDT's distracting me here right now.
World Cup game.
He's signaling something, charade style.
He's
a
making
cup,
hand signals.
A cup, a chalice,
Are we-
drink, wine.
Are we
I
almost
was
done?
asking.
King's
sorry,
throne.
I was asking Brianna to. Put
Are we
on the
almost
World-
done? Is the
World
podcast
Cup
almost
final.
done?
It
Is that why?
Oh, World Cup
Were you-
final.
were you
20
telling us we're
minutes.
close
We've
to
got-
an hour?
We've got 14 minutes left.
World Cup final. Okay.
Don't use your hands. You're not French.
Yeah.
So I'm Italian.
That's still.
Yeah, we use our hands.
Okay.
Yeah, Italian.
I thought that was just a French thing.
No, it's
Yeah.
an Italian thing too.
Speaking of French, and I digress here,
Speaking of Mr.
Don't
Puffs,
digress.
don't worry.
Yeah,
I'll come
let-
back. I'll
let's
come
go-
back to.
let's
no,
go
no.
back to Mr. Puff.
No. Let's come back to it after you talk about French.
Well, so
French
France? Are you guys going for France, or are you going for?
Do we have an update? It is already.
Are you going for France or Argentina?
We can say this, I think,
I'm not
because
a
it'll
fan
be,
of
not
either
live.
country or the big names in
I
the
like-
game.
I
But
like Messi.
I would take Argentina over France.
Yeah, they're up 1-0 right now.
Or is it Gabon?
I have a French heritage.
Oh, is
But,
it? Oh, it's France. No, never mind.
Yeah, it's France.
That's France.
I
It's
thought
not
it was
Gabon.
not Gabon.
No.
Anyway.
Argentina's up 1-0.
Wow,
1-0.
just like that, eh?
Yeah.
We can get back to that. We can update the Podbeanskis. But
Yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Puffs,
Yeah, so Mr. Puffs.
what's
so,
your experience with
What
Mr.
is it-
Puffs?
what about
So the
Mr.
wife
Puffs?
and I.
So first of all, does that no? But when you say Mr. Puffs,
Yeah.
the Podbeanskis, what do you think
Is
they're
that-
thinking right now?
Can you spell that for me?
MR dot
Yeah.
space capital P
Yeah.
UFFS.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's not PUFTS.
So if you
Puffs.
say, have you been to Mr. Puffs? What comes to mind?
Oh, you're probably thinking vapes or something.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
I'm not thinking like food,
Okay.
right?
Oh, you guys went to, you picked up some cannabis?
No. See, he can't follow.
No,
he
I
can't
know.
follow. He can't stay with us longer than 2 seconds.
No, you got to digress, and it's usually like a childish thing.
Mr. Puffs is a dessert pastry place, but I'll give you the background how we ended up there. So you guys have heard of the Lansdowne Christmas Market?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
So my
I've
wife
been.
wanted to go many times, and I kept saying no. And I thought last night, you know what?
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
Messi's
It's
down.
nice. It's
It
nice.
was. It's really nice.
With the
we were there
snow,
before.
too.
So last night was picturesque.
Yeah.
Obviously, the other 500,000 residents of Ottawa thought the same thing. It was pretty busy.
Yeah.
But they have it's just like a traditional like European Christmas market. And they put a lot of work into the infrastructure, eh? There's probably like 40 little log cabin style buildings.
It's beautiful.
Selling stuff.
Yeah, it's beautiful in that little open area at
Yeah,
Lansdowne.
it's really nice. So we walked around thinking we'd grab a drink or a treat or whatever, and we couldn't. It was too busy, but it
Yeah.
was still nice to see.
Okay.
But then we walked around the traditional, like the regular Lansdowne area with
Yeah.
all those other stores.
Yeah.
And if Mr. Puffs doesn't jump out at us,
Right on the corner there.
right on the corner,
Beckoning you.
dessert bar, I think they call it. Mr. Puff's Dessert Bar. And if there's one thing I love, it's anything caramel, cinnamon related, pastry, beaver tail, fry it in whatever.
Oh,
taste-
so it's puff pastry. That's why it's called Mr. Puffs?
They're these little balls, like bigger than a Timbit, and you buy them by groups of like 8,
a puff.
12, 18, whatever. So we just thought we'd try it, and we got 12 of these things.
Did you go back?
I wanted to, because I'll tell you what I wanted. And my wife was picky on what she liked, and I went with what I wanted, to be honest. I got half and half, so I got 6 salted caramel, which is my favorite, and 6 apple cinnamon. They cook these things up hot. They give them to you in a box with these little pointy things. Delectable.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
Nice.
Okay. And then as I'm sitting there, I see people getting other stuff. And then I read the menu and I'm like, oh my God, you could get 5 with ice cream on the side for like $6.
Yeah.
So not only delicious, but somewhat affordable in today's world, right? A super treat like that with soft serve ice cream and a bunch of puffs.
Soft serve ice cream.
Like,
I love
and the
soft serve.
caramel, it tasted like real caramel. It wasn't just some cheap sugary imitation. So I would highly recommend it. You don't have to wait in line forever, like for a beaver tail either at the Christmas market.
Yeah.
So we got our fix,
Yeah.
and then we hit the LCBO and bought a nice bottle of Crown Royal
Bourbon?
Peach. Crown Royal Peach
Bourbon.
for the nightcap.
Very
so it was a
nice.
nice date night.
Have you had the there's a cinnamon bun place right across from there. Have you been there?
Cinnabons?
No, it's
No.
called Cinna.
It's not a
Well,
chain, I don't think.
I love that stuff too.
Yeah, that's a really good
I
one.
haven't though.
Yeah, I've gone
Yeah.
there with the kids. So the Mr. Puffs, I work with a bunch of people that go there all
Oh
the time.
God, you'd like it.
And
I
they're
think.
like drooling every time they talk
Now
about
is that
it.
the only one around? I guess.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
not
I think
not
it's a
super
Quebec
convenient.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Quebec thing.
Monsieur
It is.
Puffs.
Monsieur Puff.
Puffs,
Monsieur
Monsieur.
Puff.
Monsieur Puffs.
Puffs Monsieur.
Puffs, Monsieur.
So for the Podbeanskis, Lansdowne is kind of a downtown by
Yeah.
the Ottawa Canal, Canada's longest skating rink, maybe
By
the world's
by the
longest skating
TD.
rink. I don't know if it still is
I
anymore.
believe it's now called largest skatable area in the world.
Okay. Because I think Winnipeg
Yeah.
tried to beat them with
has
the
a-
longest one
yeah,
on the
because they got a
Assiniboine
they got
River.
like a Duff's Loop that's about 2 feet wide that people have
yeah.
to skate on. Yeah.
So there you go. So now you have context.
Oh,
so
man.
what do you think about Whole Foods? Do you go to Whole Foods?
Is this the food show today?
I never.
It is the food
I
and the
have.
food
I've been to Whole
podcast
Foods,
today.
but I'm not.
Not a big fan.
Horrible location, horrible pricing.
Yeah.
No, I don't shop at
I just
Whole
like
Foods.
it. I've only been a couple times, but
Yeah.
they have interesting stuff.
They have a neat buffet, actually.
Yeah.
I used to go to that a few times before games. Yeah.
They have a good selection of
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
that you don't find everywhere. Where'd you guys park?
Yeah.
Underground.
You
Yeah.
did, eh?
Right
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was enough parking still. So
Oh,
that's
it
good.
was
Oh.
tight. It
Yeah.
was tight. We waited. The longest portion of the evening was trying to park.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah.
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 But it's a really they've done a good job.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It only took 30 years.
My only fear, like the only problem with that is Ottawa can only sustain so many good, nice spots, right?
Yeah.
So we had
Yeah.
the market used to be the big place, then
Yeah.
all of a sudden that kind of somewhat shifted to Elgin Street a little
Yeah.
bit
Yeah.
with all the restaurants. Now it's shifted to Lansdowne.
Yeah.
And now I'm afraid with the plans with Ryan Reynolds and
Oh, yeah.
Sugar Daddy or Sugar Mama buying the Ottawa Senators,
Yeah.
when they're going to build a rink at
The
LeBreton
next
Flats,
Wrexham.
that's going to be the same
Be a little
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that going to be the new spot, and then everything
Yeah.
else dies off? I don't
Yeah.
know.
The city keeps growing, though.
Who goes to
Yeah.
the market anymore?
Yeah.
Ottawa U kids, probably.
Maybe,
The
Yeah.
20-something crowd.
Yeah.
maybe just like
And
tourists,
DDT.
tourists and kids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All the 20-year-olds and DDT.
Yeah.
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 What's your favorite club?
Well, back in the day, it was on tap.
On tap.
Yeah.
On Top was great, right on Radio
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, back in the day, it was fun times.
Yeah.
Never spent much time in Ontario.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it's still there. I don't think so.
I
No,
doubt it.
no. That's long gone. Yeah.
They revamped
Probably,
the whole
there's
street.
probably
There
a
is-
Whole Foods by now.
No,
Yeah,
there's
no.
still a bar there.
Oh, yeah?
That's actually still popular with the kids.
Yeah. But they revamped all of Rideau Street anyway. So.
I do remember my daughter mentioning the name of it, but I forget. But yeah, it's a.
Hula Hands,
I've been there a few times. Yeah, I've been there. Definitely.
the Pink Panther.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd never go there.
Really?
Doesn't seem appropriate.
That was not in the market though.
Where was it?
It's in
That was
Elmer.
between Hull and Elmer.
Yeah.
And you used to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoddy Air was there too. Chaudière on that street, just before the Pink Panther.
So back in the day, I hung around, although I did go to the bars on the market in Ottawa, I did hang around a lot more in Hull
Same.
at the time.
Not me.
And
I
it was
stayed
like Bistro, Kedjerzi, Bob, and
Bistro.
Zap.
They actually had a great rock.
Anybody
Broad Street.
Anybody? Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Broad Street.
All you can drink Thursdays.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Like
Disgusting.
$11 for guys, $7 for girls. All you can drink.
Pretty
You got
sure
a-
girls could drink for free
you got
some
a-
nights.
Yeah.
It was awful.
You got a bracelet.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason they closed all the bars
Yeah,
off there, right?
yeah.
It was getting sloppy a little bit, but
I did.
Do you guys remember the Zap
Yep.
Yeah.
with the laser show?
Vaguely.
It was all like heavy dance music from back in the days.
The best bar was in
Good
Hull that
times.
I went to a lot was Roxanne's. You guys remember Roxanne's?
Yes.
Yes.
The High
That was-
Rock bar.
yeah.
That was rougher though.
No, it wasn't rough.
Roxanne's.
I think
Do you guys
I was there
remember
all the
the
time.
Jean-Guy bar?
the Jean-Guy. No,
No?
what was Jean-Guy?
You laugh, but I'm not joking.
No.
We would go there for courts and watch a bit of hockey before we'd go out.
The Jean-Guy bar.
The
Where's
Jean-Guy.
that?
Oh, I don't know. It was just probably off that little strip in
Okay.
Hull.
It's a great
I
name.
think it was a little corner, like hole in the wall bar.
Tavern.
What a
kind of
great
thing.
name.
It was like a Legion, like bright lights.
It was actually
and
called Jean-Guy.
the Jean-Guy bar. Yeah.
Do you remember Gillies?
Gillies does ring a bell. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was another kind of
Yeah.
more rocker
Gillies.
biker place
Yeah.
kind of thing, but
Well, I
it
had
was,
at Roxanne's. I was there one night, probably like a Wednesday night or Tuesday night,
That
with
explains a lot.
with some buddies. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this woman, actually,
A woman?
yeah, a girl. I don't know. She's older, I guess, a little bit. I was in my 20s, so
Okay.
she's maybe a little bit older.
A cougar.
A cougar, but she's like trying to pick me up, and she says,
Do you think she was trying to pick you up?
"Oh, Argentina."
Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. By the time
So
this
what are we
goes-
at, 2-0?
Yeah. By the
I'm
time
okay
you
with
post
that.
this,
I'm
it'll
okay
be
with that.
Wednesday anyway. So
Yeah.
nobody will know. Man.
the game will be.
Passive aggressive jab at my timeliness of the posting, I think. If I could get the damn thing edited to me at a reasonable hour today, I'd post it. But I don't sit by my computer at 1 a.m. waiting for your email. 2-zip, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice play there.
Looks like they kept it in
counter
at
attack.
midfield.
A counter attack.
Yeah.
So
Nice
you were
counter.
bragging about the fact that a cougar was approaching you.
She was approaching me at Roxanne's one night.
Beauty goal. Nice
on
feed.
like a Monday night or something.
Okay.
Tuesday night. And she says, "Why don't you come and see me at the Silver Dollar?"
No.
Yeah.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
what's the silver dollar?
It's like Pink Panther.
Yeah. I think you know what the
It's more of a
Silver Dollar was.
more of a theater type
It's a
experience.
theater, yeah, exactly. But it didn't surprise me
Like
that
the
she was
NAC.
there, though.
It's surprising, like the three of them competing, eh? The NAC, the Silver Dollar,
and the
and
Pink
Pink Panther.
Yeah, but it didn't
And you had
surprise me.
season tickets for 2 of the 3.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll let you guess which two.
Free parking.
Yeah. Yeah, they knew me.
So did you go?
I did
You
not
met
go.
up?
No. The Silver Dollar, which is not around today, was well known for having older ladies.
Yeah. Now, is that not where Harley Davidson is located now?
I think that is.
I think so.
Yeah, which we were there last year. We were there last year.
The Harley Davidson.
Yeah, the
that
Harley
is,
Davidson.
yes.
But back in the day, there was like nothing in that area.
Except oil refineries.
Exactly. And the Silver Dollar, which made sense if you had the oil refineries there.
This
anyway.
was not on your notes anywhere.
It wasn't
this
on my
discussion.
notes.
No.
On my notes was since the World Cup is on.
You know what I
we
could go
talked
for
about
right
this
now?
What's that?
A Mr. Puff.
Mr. Puffs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we get sponsored by Mr.
Yeah.
I'll
Puffs?
have to
let's go
swing
talk to
through
them.
downtown on my way home.
We need a sponsor. That's what we need.
We have Scotty's
Duff's Vintage
so far.
Finds.
And Duff's Vintage Finds.
Your source for all things vintage at a quality price.
He picked up a nice vintage washing
Does
board
anybody
yesterday.
need a vintage glass
we
washboard?
we were thinking.
Yeah.
We were thinking of JB's wife.
No, JB probably does the laundry. Are you interested in a nice glass washboard?
Trying to cut back.
Vintage. I'm hoping to get some bites on it. I do think I paid a reasonable price for resale, so everyone's happy.
I think you suggested my wife as well.
Well, I just suggested anyone's wife or husband, for that matter, whoever does the laundry.
The only washboard that I want is washboard abs. Which is not going to happen at my age.
Washboard abs.
So, yeah, it's not
You
happening
need
at
to
my
eat more
age.
meat.
Apparently.
Today's breakfast wouldn't help.
No.
Hey, I had 3 eggs, man. That's like more protein than a bacon you had.
You think?
Absolutely. Way better rounded for you.
I picture more meat and less
More
carbs.
cholesterol.
Have you ever looked up the sort of goodness of an
Nutritional
egg?
content. Eggs are
Nutritional
good.
content of an egg versus
Eggs
a
are
slice
good.
of bacon? Eggs
Yeah,
are like...
eggs are probably better
It's
for
a
you.
complete protein, right?
I believe you. Yeah.
Not super high calories.
Is it a whey
Yeah.
protein or
No.
a whey isolate?
Pure protein.
That would be
That's a good point.
that would be from milk.
Okay. Still dairy.
So
Way to go.
Yeah.
we're probably
talking
getting
about World Cup.
We're probably getting close to 30 minutes, though. We're
Yeah,
going to
we
give
are.
the guests
35.
an early
Should we-
Christmas present.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to make sure we covered your Sens predictions
Oh, right.
and how you're probably like 44-0-1 now when you say the Sens are going to lose and they win. So I'm hoping again today you say they'll lose and they'll win.
Yeah, I think that I said yesterday that they
That
were
they
going to
would
lose.
lose, and
Yeah,
they won.
They won.
6-3.
6-3.
Like
Way to go,
countless
Sens.
but
other
I did not
times.
know.
Countless other times.
I did not know that basically
It doesn't
Detroit
matter.
was short 8 regular players.
Well,
So where is
regardless,
Detroit sitting on the season?
They're
like in
above
the
us,
standings?
above the
2 points
Sens,
above
above
us.
the Sens.
Do you know how tight that is? I finally looked just out of curiosity. I thought the Sens were like dead last without a hope in hell. Okay? They're in the middle of the pack with about 8 teams within 2 points. It's
They've
unbelievably
come up
tight.
quite a bit.
They're right in the mix.
Because they were towards
Yeah.
the bottom, right? Yeah.
They're
So-
right in the mix, and they're playing all these teams that they're chasing multiple times by the end of the year.
They could hit a wild card spot. It's not out of the.
Of
it's
course
not out
it's
of the
not.
realm of
But if you
possibility.
listen to all the prognosticators and Mr. Negative here, it's like they never had a chance. Like they were like,
So
oh my
today-
God, November 30th, they're writing them off like they're
Yeah.
out.
Today, December the 15th.
Yeah. They're
2022.
They're like 4 points out
So
or something.
They're playing at 2:30 against
Yeah.
Minnesota Wild.
They are, right? Local time.
And
So-
no, the game's 2:30.
so listen to
Here,
this.
our time, yeah.
Okay.
So the Rangers and so New York Rangers and New York Islanders are in
The wild
the
card.
2 wild card spots with 27 and 37 points respectively.
Wow.
Ottawa is at 30 points. Ottawa's played 30 games, and those 2 other teams have played 32 games.
So games in hand as well. Like,
Yeah.
There you go. It's
So
such a mix.
like they could easily win 3 wins.
Yeah.
They're in a wild card
I
spot.
know it's hard to see progress because there are so many games, but if you have a glance every month, it's gonna. And if they keep playing the way they're playing, it'll be hard to be. It'll hard for them to not.
Yeah, they're
be
not-
in the
they're
mix.
not out of this.
Yeah, I don't think they're out of it at all.
Anyway, today they're playing Minnesota.
Yeah.
In Minnesota.
is Minnesota a good club?
They're 14 and 2. I
So
think.
there you
I
go.
think they're going to
Another
lose. I
mediocre
think the
team.
Sens will lose.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
So
Thanks, DDT.
Yeah.
get out there and place your bets on the Sens,
So,
folks.
speaking
if you
of
want some
betting,
easy money.
Speaking of betting.
Captain Negative Pants.
Yeah, so if you want to use a site, bet365.com.
I just burped. I don't know if the mic caught it.
I didn't have my headset
Oh,
on.
you can talk about your being hacked?
Yeah, I got hacked.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Strange but good.
So during this week,
I don't bet.
Yeah, I don't bet
gamble.
either. I don't gamble either. But
What happened?
So I got an email to my personal email account saying, thanks for signing up to bet365.com. Right? And I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. What's going on? So I go in, and I couldn't get in at first. Obviously, because I didn't have the password to get in, but it had my email and stuff. So I was able to change the password, go in. I see some dude's phone number there, and my old address, home address, in as the because I guess you got to be in Ontario now. Too.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. It was an Ottawa phone number as well, and my old street address on there and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
like
anyway, I was able to change all that stuff, right? Like very easily change because it was my email. So change all the passwords and stuff like that. And then I wrote bet365.com, who got back to me pretty much right away, and they're like, we take this obviously very seriously. If you want to file a police report or whatever.
Sorry to interrupt. Episode 14?
Episode 14, yes.
Okay, continue.
So so they're like, we're going to close down your account, and we won't let anybody try to sign up as you anymore unless you tell us specifically. So,
well, they're high profile. Like they're all over the NHL hockey team helmets and stuff. Like they're
So anyway, it looks like I got hacked there. But yeah, they're very good about it and shut it down.
And this wasn't one of your kids?
I got to check with my older son, but I don't think so. I think they would have used my.
That's what I was. That was my first comment too.
On the plus side, like,
why would he do that? He's 24 years old anyway.
They didn't have your financial information, so there was no gambling and loss of funds.
No, but there was no money in it.
There's a use of identity, which is really scary.
Yeah, there's no money in the account or anything like that. Mm-hmm. If there was, I would have just had them refund it to me anyway.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. But so anyway, that's that.
A lot of websites and companies now have, once you sign up, you create a password.
You have to have a verification.
You get a verification code.
That person would have got a verification code. But like I said.
But they used your email.
So strange.
They could have had a verification code to the text message.
They're
on your
hoping
phone,
that
right?
you are like, they needed a legit name and address, and they're just hoping you didn't monitor your email, and maybe they would have got away with it.
Yeah. So anyway.
Anyways,
but that was funny because I was able to. Thanks.
Yeah.
I was able to go in and change everything.
Which is surprising, considering it's coming from DDT.
Yeah, fascinating.
Yeah.
Usually we're ranting. You didn't rant there. That was actually an interesting story.
Well, I'm going to rant about this next thing that I wanted to bring up, that I brought up the other day in our group text, our three-way group texting.
Oh, you sharing a three-way group text?
Well, no, but it came up in our group texting because I had asked if you guys had received the notice of vacant home tax in Ottawa.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We talked about that last week,
the
didn't
VUT,
we?
No.
Oh,
we didn't.
Okay.
No. We talked about it, but it was
on text.
On texting.
Oh, okay.
And you were like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I ignored it, but
received
now
it yet.
It looks like we have to act on it somehow.
So I brought the notice here.
Yeah.
It needs to be filled out sometime in January.
Yeah, so basically if you don't fill it out by January, completed by March 16th, 2023, they charge you the 1% vacant home tax.
Okay, we got till March to do it.
They charge you the full amount of the tax.
Yeah, you don't fill it in now for some reason. They wait until January to fill it in.
This is so
you can't
BS
send it in right away, I don't think, right?
I don't know. It's kind of BS to me. I wrote the counselor anyway. Councillor Hoobley.
Councillor Hoobley.
He got back to me. Well, his assistant did.
This is municipal, right?
Municipal,
yeah. The city.
I got some numbers on it. They estimate that 0.5% of homes in Ottawa are vacant.
Yeah. Wow.
0.5, but they make 100% of home property owners fill all this information out. You know.
I'd be curious what that number would be in larger centers.
It must be larger. And Ottawa thought, Vancouver's doing this,
yeah,
we
Toronto,
should do it.
Blah,
That's
blah,
probably
blah.
somebody got that idea.
It brings in some revenue for the city. They estimate that over 5 years, they'll make a net of $25 million. So $5 million per year after all the costs are through and stuff. So yeah, that's the numbers I got. So $8 million to administer the program over the 5 years, I think they said.
Wow.
Yeah, and bring in 30-something million over the 5. So it just seems like a waste. Like if you don't,
that's ridiculous.
Like getting the homeowners to do this themselves is ridiculous. If you ask me.
I don't know.
But nobody's asking.
No, nobody asked really.
No.
That was my rant. There you go, JB.
So
my ranting.
Any vintage money hacks this week? Did you find anything fantastic? So
we just talked about it.
No, I know. Well, no, he talked about the washboard apps.
Yeah,
but
there's a couple places we could go with that. No real money hacks, but I mean, I did grab some junk with DDT yesterday.
So I'm curious.
Yes.
So other than the table, have you sold anything else yet?
No.
Okay. So you're just at this point. You're just
I'm
stocking
collecting.
up.
I'm
You're
building an
still
inventory.
copping up.
Yeah, I doubt I'll sell much at all.
Have we resolved the socket set?
It's in his court.
Socket
Last
set gate?
comment back from him was he would think about it. So I guess he's still thinking. I don't know.
Oh, what was the price at?
35.
It's still at 35.
Yeah.
That seems very reasonable to
I
me.
think so. Just think of all the socketing you could have been doing by
Just
now.
think of all the rides you've been given.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
I went there.
That was a nice ride though last Monday, was it,
was.
not? Yeah.
That was
It was
a great
very-
trip.
it was
Yeah.
nice.
I really enjoyed it.
Did you guys do anything else, or was it just like an
There's
out
no
and back?
time.
No time.
DDT bought us a nice dinner. And
At
that was
Five
about
Guys.
it. Yeah.
Five Guys. Which
where,
was
where it was a grocery bag full of fries.
oh my god! I was
Yeah.
just going to bring that up.
That
Lots
was
of fries?
unreal.
Oh,
Loads
jeez.
of fries. That was a good trip.
Yeah.
I wasn't
like-
blown away by their burgers.
Nah,
was a
they're,
good
they're,
burger.
They're good.
run
But
of
they're
the
no
mill.
different than any good
No.
burger place now, right?
It's run of the mill.
Yeah.
But
I-
very
I-
expensive.
I
Was
found the trip itself when we rolled into Paul Smith's College. It was surreal. Like the place was essentially abandoned.
Yeah.
Poor DDT Junior was in an entire residence building all by herself all day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said
That's-
she had the run of the mill, like
Yeah.
nobody around anywhere. She looked like she
Yeah.
finally looked excited to see her dad.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
after
that's
living
weird
alone
to me. Well, that would be like The Shining. Like you're in
It
the
was
middle of an
strange.
old building, an
in
old
the middle
park
of
with
a
nobody there.
There was nobody. We didn't see one soul.
Even the cafeteria wasn't
Was she
open.
wielding an axe and typing up like a letter
I
saying
think she may have accessed the armory.
because that's weird.
Yeah, no.
Well, even the cafeteria wasn't open, so she
Yeah.
didn't even
There was
wasn't even
nothing
able to
open.
eat.
But
It blows my mind that they like vacate the place
Yeah.
completely.
well,
for this.
I think part of the reason is they have the World University Winter Games
Oh,
coming.
no, I understand that, but like
I know.
Part of the
I know
reason is that.
you're a couple hours away, 3
Yeah.
hours away,
Yeah.
but there's people from further away than that.
Absolutely.
I'm quite
Yeah, oh,
sure,
yeah.
and it's like you gotta empty, like you gotta take all your stuff
Yeah.
out. Like
Yeah.
that's just mind blowing.
But the place was beautiful too. Is my point.
Yeah.
We drive in, the sun setting over the lake, over
Yeah.
this beautiful log stone glass
Oh,
library.
wow.
The sun is literally shining through the library at us, and she's
Yeah.
up on the hill at her residence. It was like just a really beautiful place.
Postcard kind of.
Like we dropped her off. It was sunny summer August.
Yeah.
We picked her up now, and it was winter and beautiful. Like what a place to go to school.
Yeah.
Daughter happy to be
shout
home?
out to Paul Smith's College
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
in the heart of the Adirondacks.
Yes. Exactly. No, she's happy to be home, but I can't wait till she goes back.
Oh, that's nice.
You know,
Brought to you
Already-
by Grumpy Dad.
already
Yeah.
disruptive.
She's got to get
Yeah.
a job.
Yeah, I think she's gonna go back to work.
Yeah, get back to work, you know.
Well, it's a good thing we did bring your truck down because
Yeah, we
there
filled
was
it up.
quite a bit of stuff. Eh?
Filled it up.
So all that to say, buy the socket set.
oh, yeah, back to the socks.
It's a good deal.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's there.
paid for gas, paid for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good then.
Yeah. Oh, we were even from the trip. Yeah, I didn't spend a dime.
I know. I was
Yeah.
just teasing him.
Yeah. But they are a nice socket set. And you never know, they might go at a yard sale. But I think you're probably safe for a
Yeah.
while. Probably pretty
Yeah.
safe.
Well,
I'm not
I have
having
some
a
more
yard
time
sale
to think
soon.
about it. I guess.
Yeah, think
Is
about
that what you're saying?
Think away. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I grabbed some neat items at the latest pick. I got a really cool game called Millennials versus Boomers. It's a card game. And
Really?
the questions are hilarious. Yeah.
Would they still be relevant now?
They pretty much are. Like it's
Yeah.
basically a series of questions that are mainly geared to young people
Yeah.
that the old people wouldn't get, and then questions geared to the old people that the young people wouldn't
Because
get.
that would be like what, 10 years old, I guess, or 15 years old?
It
No.
looks like I don't know. Good point. I don't know
Yeah.
when they were manufactured, but it's a brand new set of cards. Like
Okay.
it looks like it's never been played. So I actually might keep it. It looks like a fun thing to do.
Unless one of the Podbeanskis says, like, I must have this
Well,
game.
yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought, like, the funny thing is I was telling DDT, like, anything from this past pick, I paid peanuts for. Like, I bought all these games for like $2, and they're all worth like probably 20 brand new.
Yeah.
And then I bought 5 umpire indicators. So when you're an umpire, like balls
The
and
number
strikes and
clicker,
out,
yeah.
those things must cost $10.
Interesting.
Hey, I got 5 for $1. So I think I got to hit up Play It Against Sports and see what I can
Now
get.
you have to find 5 umpires.
Well, Play It Against Sports takes all that junk.
Oh,
Because the
that's true,
umpires
eh?
will go there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, lots of good deals.
50
fun
cents
stuff.
each. You're
Yeah.
still making money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bought a bunch of weird electronics, like for travel. If you go to Australia and you got to plug in your phone, all the adapters,
Converters, yeah.
converters and stuff. whole bunch of crap like that for $1.
Interesting.
It's got to be worth $5
It's
each.
just fun doing it, right? I
It's
assume,
fun.
like,
I
it's-
just have to be careful not to clutter up the house. I don't want motorcycles in the bedroom or anything like
no,
that.
nobody wants that.
Yeah.
No.
Carburetors.
But no, I'm not actively looking, but I happen to be browsing that particular sale, and it was right here in town, and man, I'm
It was
not going to let
interesting.
stuff
Yeah,
like that go by.
I went with you, and it was this nice house.
Nice house,
yeah. And weird. It was a
Weird.
state sale.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Was there anything else there? Did you look around?
No, I didn't go
No.
in. I
Was
It's
everything-
all bagged. It's all bagged up, ready to go once you show up.
So it's all online?
It's all online,
You
yeah.
just so you're not walking around this house kind of picking things
No,
and
you go online, you see the lots, you see the items, and then you bid. And once you're successfully declared the winner of the bid, they say book a time to come pick it up.
Yeah.
So can
Super smooth.
so just for future reference, do
Yeah.
you mind sending us the links ahead of time for these things, and we can kind of look at the loot piles, and we can tell you,
that's
I'm interested in this, I'm interested in
That's
that.
an easy answer, JB.
What, that
No.
no? Why?
Do it yourself.
Well, I don't know where to go.
Just
not my
just
problem.
type in auctions Ottawa.
Yeah.
I'm proposing a sale.
Because I'm sure the Podbeansky would agree with me. Like, I
I'm
share all
proposing
this
a sale
with
to
you,
you.
and then you're on there bidding up items on me?
God,
No
I'm
way.
not- I'm
How
not
did
in-
I look for?
I'm not
do you have a
interested in
handle
doing
on
that.
there?
You would
See
you
what
would
I
bid
would
it
do.
up. You would bid it
What
up.
I would
look for
do
Duffs.
is I would go, Duff, I'm
Yeah.
interested in that.
Oh, I
Can
see.
you pick it up for me, and I'll give you an extra $10?
Okay.
Here's what I would do.
That's
I would look,
that's what I would do.
I would
Okay.
look for Duff bidding on things.
Why don't
and
you just
then-
tell me what you're after?
I don't even have
Bid
time
against
to.
them.
I don't even have time to come here. You think I have time to run around to estate
No.
sales?
No, and I don't think you would even have time for those texts.
You
So
know how
just
many?
tell me what you're after.
You know how
and
many?
Duff's Vintage will
you
have
know
a
how many
look.
sanding boards? Like,
Yeah.
cutting boards. I
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
sand.
yeah, that's true.
exactly.
Do you need another one?
No,
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I got sandpaper.
Well, I
Need some
would
got a
need to
lot of
know if
sand
any
in
of
it and
these
stuff.
estate sales have cutting
Did you
boards.
get sandpaper
Okay.
in
I
one
could
of
look
your
for
lots?
cutting boards.
You got sandpaper in your lot?
Oh God, one of those early auctions, I got so much crap like that. I seriously did get sandpaper and a bunch of paint and stuff.
The problem is because I don't know what.
You don't
these-
know what you need.
Well, exactly,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
if you send me links and I go and
Okay.
it's like, I didn't even know I needed this.
Oh, they're everywhere, man.
I'd rather
right?
compete against
Just
Duff.
go Google online auctions.
You would be
Ottawa.
jerk.
I would
and
compete
you,
against
you would,
them.
You
Yeah.
would you would compete against
You know how
them.
that would work though with
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
He'd screw himself.
He would end
bid
up
it up.
overbidding.
Yeah, well,
and
he'd
then
bid it up thinking, oh, Duff's going to bid over that.
Yeah.
And Duff's just going to look and say,
That
"God,
must
do
be
you,
DDT."
Do you want that blender for
Yeah.
$80 DDT? Go for
you
it.
put your hand up
It's
one
yours.
time
That's
too
DDT
many.
bidding
It's
against
yours.
me here.
Going once, going twice. The blender sold to DDT for $800. Imagine. That's totally
Nice-
how it would work.
Nice paperweight.
Yeah.
That's right. He would overbid himself.
It's a tricky game. Tricky game when you play
Yeah,
that.
no, keep us in the loop because
Okay.
I like that stuff. But yeah, so for me, it's from a purely innocent perspective.
Okay. They're fun. They're really fun.
And more curiosity than anything
Yeah.
else. Like I enjoy that stuff. I just don't have the time. Yeah.
But it's an amazing world. Who would have thought there'd be so many? Like if you go online and search these online auctions in the Ottawa area, every day there's at least one of these auctions closing, as they say. So at
Really?
at 8 o'clock tonight, there'll be an auction closing from either a farm, a residence, like community clubs get together too and pool stuff to sell on these auctions. Like
Okay.
it's really growing. And then
Is it always a bundle? like
No.
like a blender, 4 shovels, and a spoon?
No, it can be specific items or it can be lots. You'd
Okay.
never get that in a bundle.
Because what if I just want the spoon and I don't want the shovels and the blender?
So I think you're safe. They would
Okay.
never bundle up spoons with anything else other than cutlery, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what kind of spoon? Like you
Yeah.
didn't you pick up a silver spoon?
Well, yeah. That was a fun find.
With a bunch of shovels.
With a bunch of household crap. I
Okay.
forget what that lot was, but yeah, there was like a
right.
heavy silver knife or a fork or something.
I thought it was a spoon.
Whatever it was. It had to be
I think it
like
was a fork, yeah,
$2
maybe, I
worth
don't know.
of silver.
Yeah, we talked about that because
Yeah.
you talked about the
It
silver that I,
surprised me.
that
Did
I
you get
had,
it priced?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I just looked up the price of silver and I weighed it.
Speaking
it's
of the
the kind of math DDT couldn't handle, but it wasn't too difficult.
speaking
Oh.
of the price of silver,
Yeah.
because we're probably getting close to time at this point.
Yes.
What
Thanks.
what was the price of silver back in 1883?
Oh, nice.
I don't
I
know.
see what you did.
Do you like that?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't think we have time to talk about 1883.
We don't?
No, we'll save it for next week.
Okay.
It would have been
okay.
Duff's.
I think I
Duff's
just got
pick.
it.
But Duff's pick this week was
1883.
Mr. Puffs.
Mr. Puffs.
We had a food pick.
A
I had a
food
movie
pick.
pick, but
Yeah.
Oh,
we can save that as well
Yeah.
for
I'm gonna
next
save
time.
1883 to next week.
yeah.
Or maybe I'll talk
no,
about
we're not
mine.
on next week.
I'll talk about mine then
right.
now.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a Christmas break.
It's the Christmas break.
Yeah.
We'll be off for a couple of weeks.
Christmas and New
To the
Year's
good
break.
listener.
Have you guys seen the movie Bullet Train
No.
with Brad Pitt?
I
think
have
I
not.
tried to watch it. I didn't like it.
So he's
I
an
heard it was terrible,
he's an assassin.
but you're going to like it.
I didn't like it.
I like all that stuff, man.
Yeah, I know. You
It's
like that.
cheesy, it's action.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that stuff. So he's an assassin that jumps on board a Japanese bullet train, and it is kind of a big story that's kind of all interconnected. And he has
Okay.
this briefcase, and everybody's trying to get the briefcase.
Yeah,
and
I've tried to watch it.
it was
I didn't
we,
watch
wa-
it.
we watched
Yeah.
it right till the
What
end.
was in the briefcase?
Nice. Oh, good for you.
Is
Well,
that a
I can't tell
spoiler?
you that.
Oh,
No, it's just you think it's a simple story, but then everything kind of becomes interconnected.
Oh, okay.
They tried to do like a Quentin Tarantino
Right.
Pulp Fiction-ish
Right,
thing,
Right.
and they didn't completely pull it off.
Right. Who's
but-
the director?
I don't know.
No.
But anyway, so Brad Pitt is quite funny in it. I enjoyed it. It was 2 hours of mindless entertainment.
Okay.
All right.
There's
So
a
I-
time and a place for that.
Yeah, so I would recommend that to the Podbeanskis.
Yeah.
Bullet
Okay.
Train with Mr. Pitt.
My
Nice,
2 hours of mindless entertainment is hanging out with you and DDT.
Yeah, it is pretty mindless,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
but
Yeah,
always
that
a good,
just brought us down.
always a good time. Yeah.
Hey, truth hurts.
Yeah, truth hurts.
What's
yeah.
the score of the game, boys?
It's
Anyone?
2-0.
Still
2-0.
at half?
Are we half
At
now?
half,
Yeah.
yeah. 2-0.
All right.
2-0.
So why,
Argentina.
why aren't we doing the cast again? Fill me in.
Yeah, so next week is obviously everybody knows is Christmas.
Yeah, but I'm free Saturday morning. So is JB.
I'm
The
not.
24th?
You guys can go ahead.
Yeah.
It's kinda hard
why
without
are
the
you
gear.
not free the 24th?
I'm out of town.
I feel he is free. He just doesn't want to
Supposed
do
to be
it.
going out of town.
Are you leaving for the big nickel?
I am.
He is at noon, probably.
No. If we leave at noon, my
Yeah.
wife will be quite upset about that.
What time would you be leaving?
11:30.
I would say between 8 and 9,
Could we do an early podcast?
Friggin' right, we could.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
No, that's too early.
See, priorities. He doesn't want to.
Yeah.
I
You
got to
just don't want to.
That's when I'm packing.
I could do it at 6, man. I'm good to go.
I know you are.
You just tell me.
I know.
I'll
If I
be
was
there.
going-
5:30 for JB.
I'll be here at 5.
If I was going on a road trip, and I know JB would agree, the packing is done the night before. The bags
Absolutely.
are at the door. Podcast is at 9. You get back there at 10:30, and away you go.
Oh, yeah.
I will go to
won't
the.
go
I
over
will
well.
go one step further. That
Yeah.
if there's nothing that freezes in the bag,
In the car.
it will be in the car.
Good idea.
Right? I went skiing with my son.
Yeah.
Everything in the car.
Ski bag at the door.
Get up
Yeah.
and go.
Everything's in the all the skis, the boots, everything. All we have to do is throw our clothes on and we're out the door.
And grab the sandwiches.
Lunch is made the night before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't forget the sandwiches.
Everything is ready. Yep.
And
Yeah.
the gas tank's full.
Absolutely.
It's all done.
I
It's all done?
I went out that night, filled
Yeah.
up the gas tank.
I like that. We could travel together, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm
DDT, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I do everything morning of.
I'm a plan.
Actually, except
Oh.
for gas.
When I travel with DDT, I got to drive to frickin' Westboro just
The
to
amount
get
of
'em.
stress
Yeah.
you cause yourself and your family.
Just for gas, I go.
It's
I
unnecessary.
do gas the night before.
I will start packing my bag for our departure next week tonight. Because I know I have a busy
Yeah.
week. It's my son's birthday.
Yeah.
The last week
And
leading
then when
up.
he needs
Yeah.
a clean pair of underwear, he has to dig it out of his suitcase.
Exactly, because it's already packed.
No, you just so the rule is what you flip it inside out and you can make it last a couple extra days.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
No,
Yeah.
no,
That's
no.
too fun.
I have enough to cover me over.
You have like 20
We're
pairs. You're good for 20 days.
I have
Yeah,
many socks
that's funny.
and many boxer shorts.
So you'll be gone. Now, hang on. You're leaving for your trip before Christmas?
No, we're leaving Boxing Day.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And then you're back when?
Sometime in the new year, early in the new year,
Because you know what I didn't
in
like?
time for my daughter to get back to school.
Our last trip to Florida, the Christmas trip we did a few years ago, I did not like being in Florida on Christmas Day. I did not like it. It was just a weird feeling.
We've typically
No
gone every
Nah.
couple years because
No Santa either. Like
because
you just
my
can't go to
folks
Florida.
go down there.
Yeah.
They go down for 3 months or
Sure.
so every year.
Yeah.
So every second year we've kind of gone down and spent Christmas. But
Nice.
you know what? There's a little tradition there that we have. There's other
Okay.
family there as well and
Okay.
stuff. So it feels Christmassy. But typically I end up my Christmas evening on the 25th
Yeah.
sitting in a hot tub.
Oh, okay.
Surrounded by palm trees, kind of
Well, that's
looking up
fine,
into
though,
the
if that's
skies.
your thing. For me,
Yeah.
it just was weird.
That's nice,
I-
But there's still a little pang
very
that
nice.
goes
Yeah.
like it does. There's no snow, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not.
That's nice.
It's
though.
it's different.
Yeah.
But this way, with Christmas falling, hang on. I hope your kids aren't off this week at school. Are
No,
they? Okay,
we
good.
would have bolted.
Yeah, because usually they have a stupid. Like they're always different than
My
the other
daughter
school
has
boards.
exams
Yeah.
till Thursday.
Perfect. So this is the ideal scenario, right?
Yeah.
You go right up to Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas at home. Boom.
Yeah,
Then gone.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're doing Christmas Eve at home, just
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
four of us, and
Yeah.
then spending
I like it.
Yeah.
family time with the in-laws
Yeah.
on the 25th, and we're
Okay.
bolting on the morning of the 26th.
We're not ruling out a trip either. Maybe we'll see you there. We're thinking we might just go as well.
Keep in touch.
Grab an Airbnb in Florida and spend a week. Yeah, it's tempting.
Keep me in the loop.
Maybe go to Disney. Save up my money.
It's a nice drive. I love driving down there. Like
Me too.
I'm a big fan of the kind of the 3/4 point, like Savannah, Charleston.
Oh, yeah.
The,
I
you know,
like Virginia. That whole area, West Virginia, Virginia.
like
Even Maryland.
Hilton Head, like
Yeah.
that whole. It's just
Yeah,
There's
maybe we'll just
something
go
there.
there. Well, we spend a lot of time in North Carolina. I
Yeah.
love North Carolina. But to spend a week at the beach in December in North Carolina, I don't think so, eh?
it may be cold.
Maybe like 8 degrees. Yeah.
Like Savannah has Tybee Island, which is right
Yeah.
there, which is a bit more south, and
Sure.
typically you'll be in the 25-ish range, 26.
Really?
Yeah.
Right over Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh. In
It's-
Georgia.
It depends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You've given me something to think about.
Yeah.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Or maybe I'll just go
Have
to
you
the
read
Big
the book?
Nickel.
No,
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't.
Fantastic
Or I
book.
saw that there's a movie about
Well,
it.
there was both,
I
yeah.
saw
So
the
there was a
movie.
book, and then
Yeah.
they made a movie out of it, and it was based in Savannah. Have you been
Okay.
to Savannah? Breathtaking.
I would have at least drove through. I don't
Love
know if
it.
we spend much time there.
Love it. Spanish moss all over the
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
like these squares with
kind of
gardens.
creepy though.
Old
yeah,
house.
I don't
yeah.
know if I like that.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I like the beach.
Tybee Island, and then
Tybee
one of my
Island.
favorite restaurants, the Crab Shack.
Okay, so Savannah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
One of the Crab Shack in Tybee Island.
I've got a lot to add to that.
I
This
think they have a
conversation.
crab shack in
Do you?
Sudbury as
I
well,
do.
don't they?
What part? Go for it.
None. Nothing.
You had nothing to add?
No.
I thought you said you have a lot to add.
No. I have a lot to
He's
add.
not a big
Savannah,
fan of
Georgia.
Savannah.
I've never been. I've been to Atlanta.
It's only a
Georgia.
16-hour drive to Savannah.
Well, if you essentially pee in a bottle and eat the whole way, and don't stop for gas. If you're actually going and you're gonna stop and pick up food and eat on the way, or
Yeah.
even eat in the car and stop for gas a couple
It's
times,
slow with the family.
it's 17, 18 hours.
It's slow with the family.
Yeah.
I had a buddy once that drove us from Daytona Beach back home because he was pissed off straight. We only stopped for gas.
Wow.
He wasn't happy with our behavior on the holiday, so it was his way of getting back at us.
Yeah, we're not stopping for anything.
I'm sure the back floor of his car still smells like urine.
Nice.
Yeah.
And on that note,
Yeah.
we should call it a cast.
So no more
think.
chats about Sudbury?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, thanks for listening. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
to
Christmas,
to all our
Happy
listeners.
Holidays,
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah.
We'll be back in the new year with maybe some great guests.
And happy Festivus.
You know what? I'm thankful for you guys, and I appreciate this, and I have a lot of fun doing this, and
So nice.
I hope that our one listener actually enjoys it, because we
Yeah.
appreciate him
We-
or her.
We put in a lot of hard work.
We do.
For
You're
the
welcome,
listeners.
JB.
Whoever else is out there, we appreciate you very much if you're listening.
That's Cop Car Coffee. $16 hours, JB.
But that's not with stops.
Little Tybee Island.
Have you ever driven to Florida all the way through?
Yeah.
I've never done it. Savannah's the furthest I've driven in
always
one
flown.
shot,
I've
So
always
we went
flown.
to
which was 18 hours.
we went to spring break 4 out of 5 years in high school. We drove down. Yeah. Usually it was a straight shot, I think.
I'm not a big fan of driving back, but I
same.
love
I like
driving there,
but
start
not back.
peeling off the layers.
Oh, peeling it off.